guys, it's me again. We saw each other a few days ago about my first live, so now I'm gonna start few tips video about a bit of everything. So I will give you a taste of what you can learn with me, and you can ask me anything else. You can ask me something that you're worried about, and yeah, we can discuss it together. So today I wanna talk with you about passive range of motion. Passive range of motion is being used for a lot of reasons. So from the post-op surgeries like orthopedic surgeries, and from like neurological surgeries, or for elderly patients. There are different way of doing it and different type of passive range of motion. Today I'm gonna show you something to help our elderlies. So the passive range of motion that we're using for the elderlies is because, thinking about the gait of an elderly dog or an elderly person, is the same thing. They have restricted movement because most of the times, not always, but most of the times, sorry, I got my dog here. And the reason could be multiple. So there is a reason of arthritis, that is like the most likely. So we have bony new formations around the joints, and they restrict the movement. So if you don't encourage to use the full range of motion, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose part of it. So it's really, really important to do that all the time, to carry on doing it. Even if they have a bit of arthritis, carry on with the passive range of motion. My advice is normally to do it every day after every walk. Why? Because when we come home from the walk, first of all, the dogs are warm, so they will not feel that stiffness or that discomfort if you do it early in the morning. Like the movement of the joint is very stiff in the morning, as we know. So the dog will be already warm up, and but it will use the only part of the range of motion of the joint. Normally, the elderlies have a normal and relaxed walk around, potting around, sniffing there and there, you know, having a sniff each other. Maybe some of them still have like a little spring, like my little one that you will see in a minute, still has like the passion for sticks. I don't throw them quite often, but just to have a little bit of like excitement for him. And yeah, but they don't use the full range of motion. So important again to do it every time they come back home. Just a few repetitions, but really, really important. So now I'm gonna show you how to do the passive range of motion of all the joints. So let's start from the back side. That is the easy one. What I normally do is wipe their feet with like a wet wipe. So what I do that, I lift slowly, I clean his feet, and at the same time I do the passive range of motion of the toes, so he will not even realize it. And we do a little stretch. At that point you did already the stifle, okay, and the hock. So when we do the hip, we try to put the hand in front of the stifle, one on the hock, like here, and gently go as much as they can. All right, this is the good stretch for the hip, and we come back. And you can do it just like 2 or 3 times, nothing more than that. Okay, so at this point we did hip, stifle, hock, and toes. All right, we move forward. Okay, move forward and we wipe the feet, the foot of the front. Okay, he doesn't particularly like it, but we have to do a monkey. So we do the toes, we hold the elbow now, there we go, we hold the elbow and push it forward like that, and come back. That's it. What we did was extension of the shoulder, extension of the elbow, extension of the carpus. So if we want to do the flexion of all of them, we grab at the front of the elbow and we do flexion of the shoulder, flexion of the elbow, and the flexion of the carpus. There we go. Always a hand in front of the stifle, so we're supporting, and underneath you are supporting the tummy, so it's not gonna fall and it's gonna trust you. So I forgot to tell you, I always support with my hand under the chest so they feel safe with you holding, because sometimes they can stumble a little bit because they don't have a lot of strength. Good job, monkey. Good job, monkey. Okay. So that was the passive range of motion for all the joint for an elderly patient. You just make sure you do it every time you come back from the walk. You can suggest it to the owner to do it as well for the elderlies, because that will make a huge change in their life. As I said at the beginning, the passive range of motion are different. It depends on what you want to use it for. In this case, we used it for elderly patient. So we're slowly trying to increase the range of motion and use it all. But if you want to use it for post-op orthopedic surgeries or for post-op neurosurgeries, at that point it will be a little bit different. So I'm gonna show you that on the next step for the post-op surgeries. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. They don't show you how to do the passive range of motion, so I hope this was helpful and useful for you guys. Hope to see you soon here, and see you next time.